J&B Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses.
Welcome to Raghavendra Sports Estate, Hyderabad for Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, match number 11 between Royal Rhinos and Final Verdict. And that's a clean bowled. Ball number 4 of the over. And it's bang on target. Hitting the top of the middle stump. Royal Rhinos have won the toss and elected to bat first, and they've lost their first wicket of Sudhir. Sudhir and Akram are the openers for Royal Rhinos. And look at that delivery. It comes down the track. Didn't realize it was coming into him. And goes through the gap between bat and pad, straight onto the stumps. New batter is Akram. Well, that's a wide down the leg side plus an extra run. The new batter is Manikantha. Cuts it to backward point, straight to the fielder. Brilliant over so far by Suresh. Oh, mix up. Should be a run out at the striker's end. Comedy of errors, and it's a heartbreak for Akram. Manikantha is at the non-striker's end. He started but hesitated to go for the run. Huge mix-up. Even the keeper fumbled, hasn't collected the ball cleanly. But he had all the time in the world. Look at that. Not a clean collection. He almost crawled back. Akram was not even in the frame at that moment. So double blow for Royal Rhinos after the first over. 5 for 2. New batter. ఇంకోటి స్క్రీన్ New batter is Adil, who's at the non-striker's end. And the second over is being bowled by Sampath Sura. Another mix-up, but this time the batter made it back to the crease on time. Well, not the ideal start that Royal Rhinos wanted. Already have lost a couple of wickets and some coordination issues. But they are getting some support from the fielding side as well. So that's a ball that went over the waist height, in fact over the shoulder height. Sampath lost control of the ball. So it's going to be a free hit. The free hit continues as the ball went down the leg side for wide. Well, they can change the field as the run has been taken on the no ball. The full toss and thus been dispatched over deep extra cover for 4. Lovely shot by Adil. That's the first ball that he faced. And he opens his account. Nine runs from that over. 14 for 2 after 2. Now change in the field. The fine leg comes in, made of push to the boundary rope. So both boundary riders are in front of the square, straight down. Another brilliant delivery. Good length outside the off stump. Three overs gone, 17 for 2. Well, that one kept low, very low. Sampath continues. Back-to-back dots. That's a good start. Overall, by final verdict, we've got a couple of wickets in the first over itself, and they started to put pressure on the batters by controlling the flow of runs. Some beautiful deliveries by these bowlers, and even the fielding is good. That's up in the air, didn't carry. Very well fielded, considering the ball is about to bounce in front of him, and he expected the ball to turn, and it did turn. Fielded well. Should be a leg by. "19 for 2 after 4 overs. Our first change in the bowling attack. Spin is introduced. The right arm off breaker Arvind to bowl the 5th over of the innings. He's got 157 wickets in 170 matches. Economy of 6.88. A good start. Controlled. Pitching in the off-stump line. Well, that's gone high. One bounce over the rope. Over long off. And that's the second boundary of the innings. Goes over the bowler's head this time. Back-to-back boundaries. It's gone a lot straighter. This is what even Sampath was asking Arvind, whether he wants to pull the mid-wicket in and push the long off. Doesn't matter where you change the fielder. But Adil is in a good form. He's in a mood to hit boundaries. Hat-trick of boundaries for him. First one towards long off, second one straight long off. And this one he lost control of the ball, Arvind, on it. He was under pressure, placed in the leg stump line. And Adil hits it over deep backward square leg. Good delivery to finish the over. And it's a fine over for Royal Rhinos. 13 runs from it. 5 overs gone, 32 for 2. Rakesh Reddy bowling the last over of the power play. And he goes high. Long off and long gone. Come underneath it. And it's been put down. Sampath Sura. Very difficult one because he's looking directly into the sun. Nonetheless, should have been taken. A genuine opportunity to get the wicket has been put down. That's a lovely shot. Full control and pure timing from Adil. Look at the follow through. Driven beautifully to deep cover point. He's hitting boundaries all over the ground. How good a player he is. Even though the power play is completed. It's a boundary check time. It's an 18 over game, so the power play is only for 5 overs. Well, that's gone up in the air and taken at long off. And finally, finally the partnership is broken. Arvind takes a wonderful catch. Brilliant shot. Brilliant shot by Adil. He is in a very good form. From the moment he walked in, he shows his skill and his intention.
8/61 for 3.
Well, that goes over the 30-yard field. The fielder walked back. In fact, he ran behind, but no chance of a catch on that occasion. And Adil is cruising into his 40s. He's on 40 from 19 deliveries with 5 boundaries and 2 massive sixes. Suresh bowling his last over. Well, that's excellent running between the wickets. Arvind fielding at long off. And that's M. Suresh bowling his second over. In fact, he finished that over for 13 runs.
J&B Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses. J&B Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses.
Well, it's change of size after the drinks break. Let me remind, this match is only 18 overs aside. So the rules change accordingly. The side change is after 9 overs. One bowler can bowl maximum of 3. Or rather, 4 bowlers can bowl maximum of 4 and one has to bowl 3. 2 bowlers rather. So to clarify, 3 bowlers can bowl 4 overs and 2 bowlers can bowl a maximum of 3 overs each. Arvind's bowling his 3rd over. In the air and taken at long off, and finally Arvind gets another wicket. Chaitanya gone for 6 of 11 deliveries. The tall man almost gets onto his knee, swings big, and brilliantly taken by Rakesh Reddy. This is Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, organized by MVL Broadcasting and Production. Title sponsored by Bean Legal, co-sponsors Dial for Loans India Private Limited, associate sponsors Trellis Dubai and GNB, and supporting sponsors Lorette. This match is being played at Raghavendra Sports Estate, Hyderabad, and bringing live to you by MVL Broadcasting and Production. And we have a guest here today, the associate sponsors, GNB Corporate Advisors. Hi, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for joining in the commentary box. Please tell us about your association with this season.
Oh, this was my first season as a co-sponsor, associate sponsor, and it's been tremendous to see a lot of chartered accountants play here, and it's nice to get being in this space.
And when you see these players, or rather, when I get to know these are chartered accountants when you tell me.
Yes.
Otherwise, when I see some professional cricketers playing in this scorching hot sun with so much talent. So how do you find this talent and bring it under one umbrella to conduct this big tournament?
Absolutely, because cricket in India is not just a sport, it's a religion.
Absolutely.
So everyone loves cricket, and this has been part of everyone's life right from the childhood. So that's the reason you can see the players just like professional players, not just normal players. So
Of course. And when you became associate sponsor,
yeah.
so how do you support them, when you see these players when they approach? How do you assist them?
Well, actually, not assessing much, but they are playing very good at this point of time. Every match is nail-biting innings played by each player, so it's more of a professional player.
And how does your collaboration works? Who approached you, and what made made you show interest in this season, that you wanted to be part of this season?
So our work is basically to have a networking with chartered accountants. So here we get to network a lot of chartered accountants. Almost around 200 people will be getting to have this network here. So that's the
That's a cracking shot through deep backward square leg. 𝗙𝗵𝗃𝗃, who walked in after the previous wicket, he has faced 4 deliveries and he has already hit a couple of boundaries. 11 overs gone, 86 for 4. That's a good over for Royal Rhinos. They've got 12 runs from that over. So Mr. Lakshman Pindyala is with me from GNB Corporate Advisors. So Lakshman, tell me, what's your favorite team in this season? I'm sure you are following the season.
Yes. There are two teams.
And clears a rope over deep extra cover. And 50 up for Adil. What a way to get to his half century. A half century for Adil. 51 from 26 deliveries with 5 boundaries and 3 sixes. Well, this morning has been a great one for the batters. This is the second match, and in every innings there is at least 1 half century has been recorded. In the first innings of the first match, there was 1 half century. In the second innings, 2 half centuries. So this is half century number 4 of the day so far. So it's been great. Now, you mentioned, Lakshman, final verdict are your favorite.
Yes.
So any specific player that you want to talk about?
𝗏𝗏 is a good friend of mine, and he has reached his 50-50s in his career of this matches. So
12 overs gone. Royal Rhinos 98 for 4. course, Nag has been very instrumental in conducting the cricket tournaments for chartered accountants. It's not only this red ball game. I've been associated with him as well in the previous seasons. Not the entire season. There's a short form that's been conducted over the weekend. I think 2-3 weeks.
Yes.
That's it. Not a big tournament like this, but he works well with the other sponsors and bringing everybody under one umbrella to make this either short form or the shorter
Versions.
tournaments, I would say. Yeah, shorter version of the seasons. And he's been a good player as well, of course. So overall, 12 teams are participating in this season, the season 2. And Lakshman, personally, do you play?
Yeah, I think.
And which team? Were you not part of this season?
Yes, I'm not part of playing team, but I'm supporting all the teams.
By the way, 100 up for Royal Rhinos in 12.2 overs, 101 for 4. The half century and Adil is still in the middle. So they are aiming for a huge total. Now coming back to your cricketing journey,
Yes.
how did you enjoy so far and why are you not part of this time?
Well, I'm company secretary, so the league is all about chartered accountants.
Okay, that makes sense. And here runs continue to flow. So what is your assessment of this match?
At this juncture, it can be anyone's game. If the bowling team can pick up a couple of wickets, it would be a fallback for the batting team, or else they can surely go up to 200.
That's up in the air. Adil is in trouble and he's been taken at long gone. Well, this is the wicket they've been searching for. They determined to take. Final verdict. Finally get rid of Adil. And it's Sampath who has taken the catch. He dropped one catch at long gone earlier, but this time he hasn't made any mistake. Brilliant knock by Adil. Very entertaining and very useful for his team. Sampath Sura has taken the catch and Adil gone for 60 runs of 31 deliveries. cricket player being yourself, when you see you are not part of it, but you are there, enjoying this match from outside, what do you feel? Whether you get a chance, will there be another opportunity when, for example, CAs versus, other corporate? Are there any plans for such?
As of now, there is no plans, but eventually, we have to plan those tournaments. It would be a wonderful event. CA versus CS, that would be a good thing.
Because nowadays we see there are a lot of tournaments happening outside.
Yes.
Maybe media, social media versus print media, or probably the corporate versus other government, maybe some other things. A lot of things. I think this mix up of permutation and combination that
Right.
brings up more talent of the players to come out. So how is your company especially focusing on bringing that talent? And also, yes, you did speak about association with CAs.
Yes.
So GMB advisors, are you working in any other sector?
No, it will be only in the corporate sector. We deal with FEMA and then the SEBI related part. We are restricted to only this secretarial works.
And you are part of being the associate sponsor of only for CA or any other specific?
As of now, I've started only with CAPL. This is my first event, so I'm enjoying this. Hopefully, I'll be doing this more often.
And it's been a great season so far. I've spoken to a couple of players already and taken the feedback. They're all praises for this association, for the CAs, and the way the ground is being maintained, the way everything has come up to make it a perfect recipe of a dish. To make something nice, everything needs to be perfect, right? So I think that's what they've been telling. They've been thanking the sponsors. All the facilities have been provided to them, be it the refreshments and the ground, quality umpiring, best visuals, everything. So as the players enjoy this company, even being the commentator and sitting here, I enjoyed this season. So I would like to thank you personally as well. Thank you very much for being the one of the sponsors, and I hope you would continue this association with the chartered accountants and also other sectors upcoming.
Yes, going forward, I'll be definitely be associated with CAPL and other tournaments also. Yeah.
So thank you very much, Lakshman. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I hope you are enjoying the season and this match as well, as your favorite team is playing final verdict. So what do you say to the final verdict now?
Well, it looks like an easy game since 6 wickets have gone. So maybe if they keep the same momentum, they can restrict them to within 150, and that could be a easily chaseable score.
Well, all the best, and thank you very much
Thank
for joining. Royal Rhinos 7 wickets down for 113 in 14.5 overs. Last man to go is Jagadish, who made 16 runs of 15 deliveries, giving a catch to Rakesh Reddy at long off. Arvind finishes his spell of for 33 runs and 2 wickets. Brilliant over from him, 4 runs and a wicket. "15 overs have been completed. Royal Rhinos made 113 runs for the loss of 7 wickets. Only 3 more overs to go, and they have 3 wickets in hand. And what should be the good score? Current run rate is only 7.5, and with that the projected score is 136. To give something to the bowlers to defend on, they need to get at least 150 to 160. I think that would be a good score. Their best batters got out and back into the dugout. Well, that's gone high in the air, and it's been taken. Caught and bowled by Rakesh Reddy. "113 for 8 in 15.1 overs. Wicket of the first ball. He had no idea where he was playing. He walked down the track. He wanted to target the mid-wicket area. And that's slicing it. And the catch nicely taken by Rakesh. New batter is Aditya Jeevan-Mukta, aka AJ. Opens his account by cutting it through deep point. Aditya. That's a wide down the leg side. Well, tried to play a ram shot, but that's a slower delivery. Good change of pace. Cover drive looking for 2, but they have taken a decision not to take that risk. That could have been very risky if they had gone for it. Even though they have taken the first run pretty quickly, there's no second run. Bowlers done a fantastic job, especially in the middle overs, by taking wickets in regular intervals. Even though Adil was fighting. Well, that's gone for 4. The fielder dives in front. He did not look to save the boundary, rather he wanted to go for the catch. I think that's not a bad idea at the moment. but 4 valuable runs added to the scoreboard. After 16 overs, it's 121 for 8. So 2 more overs to go. Brilliant delivery. Suresh is back to bowl his last over. He's already got a couple of wickets. So 2 crucial overs. Oh, if it was a direct hit, he would have been gone at the non-striker's end. Very well fielded on the boundary rope. A single-handed effort. Well, the umpire wants to check if there is a short run. Well, that looks okay. So 2 runs will be added. Well, it's been a lot of running between the wickets for these batters. They're converting the singles into twos. But on this occasion, Aditya was okay to settle for single. Pushing for 2 again. Once again, if it was a direct throw, Aditya would have been run out. Another controlled over by the bowling side. Final verdict. 17 overs gone, 128 for 8. So the last over of the first innings is being bowled by Suresh, who bowled really well in the early of the innings. For 3 overs, he got a wicket and conceded only 12 runs. He is the obvious choice to bowl the last over. Well, it's a run out opportunity and the umpire goes upstairs. The bat is still in the air when the bails were taken off. So it's been given and the batter is walking out. Aditya gone for 7 of 7 deliveries. He was run out by Fanindra, wicketkeeper. That brings Nagarjuna into the middle. As he's looking for 2 once again. They're converting the singles into doubles. Because 𝗙𝗂𝗏 wanted to be on strike. So they pushed for the double anyway. So last ball of the innings. Very good running between the wickets. So 18 overs gone. Royal Rhinos managed to get 133 runs for the loss of 9 wickets. They're allotted 18 overs. Looking at the batting scorecard, the highest scorer, Adil, 60 runs of 31 deliveries. Good support by Jagadish, 16 of 15. And at the end, 𝗙𝗂𝗏 stayed not out at 11. And also Captain Money contributed 12 runs. Overall, 14 extras have been given. And in the bowling card, Arvind, Rakesh Reddy and M. Suresh got 2 wickets each and Suresh got 1 wicket. So when they come to bat, final verdict need 134 runs in 18 overs.
J&B Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses. J&B Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses. J&B Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses. 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗲 Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses. 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗲 Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses. 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗲 Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses.
Welcome back to the chase of match number 11 of Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2 between Royal Rhinos and Final Verdict. Well, the chase has begun with a boundary of the second ball. That's a lovely shot. Two fielders giving it a chase. They get a couple of runs. Well, the openers are 𝗏𝗏 and Aravind. Nag on strike. Well, a bit yes or no. Nag wanted the single, then he hesitated, stopped in between. Then he realizes the single can be taken. BVS Manikanta into the attack, bowling the second over of the innings. Manikanta has got 32 wickets from 35 matches. Best bowling figures being 3 for 32. Well, that's a huge wide. Sudhir continues with a slip in place. Or rather, flying slip. That's the second wide of the over. Running has been good between the wickets, especially by these openers. Earlier there was a bit of miscommunication. It looks like they've sorted things out and started trusting each other. There's definitely some noise. Is it off the bat? Well, third wide of the over from Sudhir. Let's look at the replay. That's a very close call. I think that's off the pads. Both these openers are in their prime form, and their brilliance performance continues. Boundary for Nag. It was a half-century partnership in their previous match rather, between Arvind and Nag Munagapati, in which Nag has got to his half century and Arvind missed by 8 runs. He lost his wicket for 42 runs. Again, in that match as well, he was run out. Arvind being the player of the match in that match against Rising Stars. Nag Munagapati has been the highest scorer in that match, 66 of 48. A consistent player. He has hit 9 boundaries and 1 maximum. Once again, they wanted the run early, even before the ball reached the fielder. A bit of yes or no has been there between these two batters. Very well fielded. That one didn't carry to the slip fielder. That's a lovely shot. Look at the follow through and look at the pose that he gives for photographs, Nag. Brilliant shot through deep extra cover. That's boundary number 3. They're in no rush at the moment. The run rate is looking good, 9.14 at the moment, and the required run rate is only 7.03. And they have all 10 wickets in hand. Edged, or rather he cuts it. And Arvind gets his first boundary. He wanted to play inside out in front of the square. Ended up playing it to deep third. Last ball of the over. And Nag simply lets it go. Didn't want to poke it as it was going away from the off stump. 4 overs gone, 37 without loss. 1 more over to go in the power play. As the number of overs reduced to 18 aside, the power play is only for 5 overs. 𝗃𝗓𝗄𝗃 is introduced to bowl the last over of the power play. Not quite timed on that occasion. Nag. 2 covers. Another quick single. That'll be 4. You don't need to run, it'll be the fielders who will be running after the ball. As it was timed very beautifully. Classic cover drive by Arvind. Power play completed. Final verdict 44 without loss. They still need 90 runs from 78 deliveries with all 10 wickets in hand. So they look very comfortable at the moment. Up for final verdict. 53 in 5.3 overs. Back-to-back boundaries for Nag. He moves on to 33 from 21. Another successful half-century opening partnership by these two batters, Nag and Arvind. Six overs gone, 55 without loss. 79 runs needed from 72 deliveries. Well, it's not a huge total. And both these openers are taking the job up very easily with determination. Lovely drive. Both these batters very classical. They're not just throwing their bat at it, they're playing the shots from the book. Nicely rotating the strike, not being a bit aggressive. And Arvind has been conservative. Test on the bat. Go for a comfortable. Very balanced. Well-trained cricketer, Arvind. No pressure whatsoever on these batters at the moment. After 7 overs, final verdict made 61 runs. They still need 73 runs from 66 balls. ఒకటే పెట్టారు స్పీకర్. Infield on the offside. Manikanta is back to ball his third and has been greeted with a boundary. And Nag moves into his 40s. Lovely shot again, but this time by Arvind. He's not trying to hit the ball hard, he's just timing it in the gap. Playing shots all over the ground, in front of the square mostly. 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗀 like before, but that would be missing the stumps. Rather, the appealers were caught behind. And the brilliant form of Nag continues with that boundary to deep point, moves on to 45. Another good over for final verdict, 12 runs from it. After 8 overs, they are 73 without loss. 61 runs needed from 60 deliveries. There are no slower bowlers. They're all medium pacers so far. Now another medium pacer, Money, is introduced to bowl the 9th over. It's a huge wide. Catch it is a call, but it can't be, as it's way too far away from the fielder, a deep cover. Is one more run away from yet another half century. Back-to-back half centuries for Nag Munakapati. 50 runs from 32 deliveries with 8 boundaries and the strike rate of 156.25. Well, at the moment, he is the second highest run getter of the season. Using his feet for the first time, Arvind. He's lucky that one didn't carry to the fielder at long off. Last ball before the drinks break. Well, there's one more ball as it's been a wide. It's a single and he will keep the strike. 9 overs gone, 83 without loss. More 51 runs needed from 54 deliveries, and it's time for much needed hydration break.
J&B Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses. J&B Corporate Advisors provides a comprehensive suite of professional services, including business incorporation, corporate advisory, private placement assistance, and RBI compliance filings, ensuring end-to-end regulatory and strategic support for businesses.
'83 without loss. There is change of sides. Overall, 5 bowlers have been used. Except Jagadish, everyone else has been a bit expensive. Royal Rhinos are still in search of their first breakthrough. They might hope at least the change of sides might work in their favour. Manikanta is back to bowl his last over. And he starts off with a wide. wanted to drive on the front foot with no contact. It's a better delivery from Manikantha. Final verdict on a cruise control mode at the moment. They're nicely rotating the strike, building the partnership with singles and doubles and occasional boundaries. Overall, 10 boundaries have been hit. Nag had the lion's share of those. 8 out of 10 boundaries are from Nag's bat. Cuts it to backward point for a single. I think as long as they get singles and rotate strike, they seem to be comfortable in the middle. Good over by Manikantha, even though there were a couple of wides. He considered only 5 runs in his last over. Finishes his spell for 33 runs. After 10 overs, final verdict 88 runs without loss. 46 more runs needed from 48. In the air and taken. Finally, they've got a wicket, and that wicket is of the half-centurion Nag Munagapati. Well, the opponents are also congratulating or appreciating the batter. Simple catch by Sudhir at mid-wicket. Vittal is back to bowl his second over, and he draws the first blood of the very first ball. Last batsman to go was 𝗏𝗏 after making 53 runs in 37 deliveries with a strike rate of 143.24. That brings 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗲 into the middle. He's got 647 runs in 41 matches with a strike rate of 100.31. Well, the review is for run out. It has taken some time for the third umpire to go through. Well, it was a direct throw and a pretty casual effort by the batter. He thought he can simply get back into the crease, but he did not drag the bat. He was in no hurry, and that costed him his wicket. So Bhaskar is run out without scoring. So 88 for 2 in 10.3 overs. This is what they say, one wicket produces another. It was on a cruise control. The chase was on cruise control for final verdict. They were 88 without loss, and all of a sudden, from nowhere, 2 wickets have fallen. And now Phanindra walks in at number 4. And he's off the mark. Single to long off. Should be wise. Oh, it's off the bat. So it was thick inside edge. Well, finally some wickets for the bowling side. And a good over for them. 3 runs and 2 wickets in it. 11 overs gone, 91 for 2. Catch it is a cry, and that's been put down at long on. Once again, it's in the air, but that didn't carry to long off. Well, the previous one should have been taken. This one gone over. Well, the fielder dives in the process. In fact, lost his balance and fell backwards. But most importantly, they get a boundary. Arvind has been dropped. He was dropped at 29. Now he moves on to 34. 7 runs from that over. 12 overs gone. 98 for 2. 36 runs needed from 36 deliveries. Punches it on the back foot. Gets a comfortable single. Well, there was another run-out opportunity at the striker's end, but the throw was nowhere close to the stumps. 100 up for final verdict in 12.3 overs. Well, that's up in the air. Slight fumble by the fielder. Another couple of runs. You can see the change of pattern, how they play shots. Both these batters are throwing everything. They're trying to hit the ball harder. Both Arvind and Phanindra. Sudhir bowling his third over. Both these batters are desperately looking for boundaries. The partnership is a runner ball, 22 from 22. They have changed their approach. Even though they are hitting the ball harder, they're not finding the gaps. Arvind on strike, pulls it. A brilliant fielding, saved 2 runs. Brilliant footwork by the fielder. Catch, it is a call. This should be taken, and it is being taken. Another important wicket. What Royal Rhinos needed. Has already been dropped once at 29 when he was on it. Now he has to go back after making 44 runs. Brilliant catch by 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗏. Is there a twist in the tail? New batter Rakesh Reddy walking in, who's playing his 200th match. Has got 5,307 runs with an average of 36.1 and strike rate of 137. He's a very dedicated player. You can see a GoPro camera on his helmet. He always goes back and analyzes his own game. Very experienced player. He will be on strike. We just have to see how the approach would be from here on, because a new batter, new capable enough batter has walked in. Fanindra on the other end, he has been trying to hit big shots, but no boundary yet for him. Cuts it in the gap, at least a couple of runs for Rakesh. Well, he lost his bat from his hand, but by then he made his ground. Well, look at the celebrations. The match is not over yet. It may look like It might be one-sided, but the game of cricket is never predictable. It's never the same. The bowling team is coming alive. They are rising from the ashes. Royal Rhinos taking wickets at the crucial time. Final verdict 88 without loss, and now 4 down for 115. Double blow again in this over. So the wickets are also coming in clusters. 6 runs and 2 wickets for Jagadish. 15 overs gone, 115 for 4. Yes, my colleague Rahul was wishing for a super over in this match as well. Match number 10 was a super over. Rather, the match tied and the result was decided, or rather the result came out of the super over. And this match seemed to be very interesting. It's going to be a nail-biting contest. I am pretty sure of it. I strongly believe it would go until then. Well, thick inside edge, bonus runs, no edge. So 4 runs. It doesn't matter whether it has come up off the bat or not. 4 valuable runs added to the scoreboard, bringing down that difference 17 to 13 runs needed now. Before this ball, it was 17 runs needed from 14. Now it's run a ball. 13 needed from 13. Sixteen overs gone, 121 for 4. Well, they're coming back with the second, and they make it. One, two, three for four in 16.1 overs. Just 11 runs needed from 11 now. But they don't want to take it to the last over or even to the last ball. Well, that's up in the air, but falls safe. Falls in the safe zone. Royal Rhinos are in search of a wicket. This could be the wicket. No, this is not. Can you believe that? Jagadish. If he had collected the ball, it would have been a run out. Well, that was pretty casual. I was talking about the wicket that they needed, and that opportunity was gone in rain. Well, comedy of errors, 2 byes. A lot of running between the wickets. Fanindra seemed to be very tired. Single of the last ball. Overs gone, 130 for 4. Just 4 runs needed from 6 deliveries. 4 runs needed from the last over. Shashidhar is going to bowl the last over of the match. Huge task to defend 4 runs of 6 deliveries. Will he be able to do it? Will he be able to take his team home? And on strike is Suresh. That's off the pads. Oh, there was an edge. 3 needed from 5 deliveries. 𝗪𝗃𝗲 coming around the wicket. Ball's a brilliant delivery. A dot. At this stage, every dot is not gold, it's even platinum, it's diamond. Well, pressure.
मान-कार्डिंग चक्कर में एक्शन कंप्लीट किया या नहीं? कंप्लीट हो गया तो नॉट आउट होगा.
Well, मान-कार्डिंग. Well, the action has been completed there, so it was not out. Now there is a run-out chance at the striker's end. But the throw was not close to the stumps. Let's look at that replay once again. He has completed his bowling action. So it's not been given as out. Now the scores are level. 3 more deliveries to go. 1 run is needed. Will this be the last ball of the match? Yes, it is. From a comfortable position, they have made things very difficult for themselves. And finally, with a great difficulty, final verdict has reached the target with 2 balls to spare. Looking at the scorecard, all thanks to the openers who have laid a half-century partnership. Once again, Nag shines with his brilliance. Back-to-back half-centuries for him in his season. Arvind, 44 of 39. Once again, he has got out in his 40s. And the wickets fell in quick succession. Phanindra fought till the end. 14 runs from 18 deliveries. Overall, 13 extras have been given. And in the bowling, Jagdish got a couple of wickets. And Vittal got 1 wicket. So the match number 11. Final verdict won this match by 6 wickets.